Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. A very, very, very good morning to each one of you out here. This is Harsh from Dolphin Markets, and wow, today's Tuesday, right? The second day of the week. So there is so much to catch up with, and whatever has happened on Monday, there's so much to recap, and there's so much to discuss. But before we get started, I'll give you all 5 minutes, all right? So you can get your pen, paper, water, coffee, whatever is required for you to be active and be aware, right? Because morning times are generally when people are a little on the snooze side, correct? So I want people to be more, attentive, right? There's so much to discuss. So I'll give you 5 minutes and we'll be back in five. All right? Okay. All right. I hope everyone is here. All right. I've given 5 minutes already. I hope each and everyone over here is ready, is excited. All right. I'm always excited. It's a new day. It's a new beginning, right? Second day of the week. We are done and dusted with Monday. Today is Tuesday, and a lot to talk about. But before we get into it, a quick intro about myself. All right. But before that, we have Sophia and Lee in today's webinar, and they are always the only two ones right now who are currently, messaging in the chat box. So come on, learn from Sophia, learn from Mr. Lee. You need to go, you need to type in the chat box. You need to make it more interactive, right? Like I said, I am very active. I like to interact with people. The more I can keep you engaged, the more people enjoy, the more people will be willing to learn, correct? So hello, Mr. Lee. I am here and so am I, right? So let's get started. My name is Harsh. All right, I have been associated with the financial markets for the last 8 years. All right, so it's been a long time, almost closing to a decade, right? I feel sometimes that I'm getting old. All right, so I mainly specialize in forex commodities such as oil, gold, silver, palladium, and I trade even the US based indices, right? We have got the S&P 500, we got the Dow Jones, we got the Nasdaq 100, and recently we have even started to dive into this Indian share market. So we have the Nifty 50 and the BSE 30 and individual stocks too. All right, so here I mainly specialize in my way of trading. I'm more of a technical trader. I focus more on supply demand, price action, candle formations, chart patterns. I'm more of a person who relies mainly on technical analysis, right? Everyone over here has different ways of analyzing the markets. Some people love numbers, so they delve more into fundamentals. Some people are more visual, like me, like myself. So we are more based on technicals, right? Each one to their own, right? There is no such thing as right or wrong, correct? It's the best to have, the balance of the two, right? Fundamentals and the technicals, right? Here at Dolphin Markets, we provide you, all right? We provide you with analysis. We provide you with hot stocks. Hot stocks are trading opportunities that we provide to you, certain opportunities which certain stocks. Currently, we are focusing on the Indian share market. So we are providing you with certain stock opportunities which come at certain levels, at favorable levels, and we let you know about it, right? So we have a team of dedicated researchers and analysts. All right, now these beautiful people have decades of experience. All right, so they are not newbies, they are professionals and they understand how the markets function. They are the ones who go through the markets, who check, who recon the markets, they scout the markets to look for opportunities. And once a favorable opportunity arises, we are definitely letting you know via hot stock. And third, but not the least, we provide you with technical trading education, right? Like I'm more of a technical analyst and trader myself. So it's very important for you guys to stay in tune for the third live streaming session, which happens. Remember, I'm here from Monday till Friday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days a week. And each day, all right, every single work day, I am on the live streaming session thrice, right? The first live session is happening right now, as you can see. The second happens in the afternoon when the market is running and it's just about to close, and the third happens after the Indian share market closes. All right, so this has been a small description about what Harsh does and what Dolphin Market does. We want to develop a genuine trust between you beautiful people and the company, right? I mean, there are so many companies out there which are just selling you services, please buy our services, please buy our services. But I am pretty much sure there is no service that at least I am aware about that provides such valuable information. Remember, we are talking not just about analysis. We provide you with hot stock. We give you the opportunity to make money, all right? We also provide you with trading education so that you just don't rely on us. You rely on your own intuition. You rely on your own curiosity, correct? Now, before we move forward, again, I want to make it clear as and how more people are onboarding onto a live streaming session. I mean, I am very privileged and honored because I have been getting a lot of positive feedback. People love my energy. People love my smile. People love the way I talk. People love the way I try to make things as simple as possible. All right. So I am very thankful for all your kind wishes, and it's very important for me to make sure that the dialect that I'm using right now, because currently most of you beautiful people can understand English perfectly. So my medium of communication right now is in English. As and how, as and on more people are onboarding. I have got this request, I've got this query from other people that Harsh, could you even talk in Hindi because our English is a little weak. So to all those beautiful people, मुझे हिंदी बहुत अच्छी तरह से आती है. मैं मुंबई का हूँ, तो मुंबई में रह के मुंबई को तो हिंदी नहीं आएगी तो फिर किसको आएगा, करेक्ट? It's very important that you let me know in the comment box down below that if you have any kind of question, any kind of query, any kind of अगर आपके अंदर कुछ भी झिझक हो कि अगर आपको पूछना है, कोई क्वेश्चन मांगना है, प्लीज आप लिख सकते हो नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में, राइट? So for today, I just want to get into the habit so that people are aware about it. For people who want me to continue in English, you can always type one, all right? The number one. Just write one. Don't type number one, just go to your keyboard, find where number one is and just click on it and press enter, right? And for people who want me, अगर आप चाहते हो कि आपको हिंदी में समझ आता है और आपकी इंग्लिश कमजोर है, तो आप दो लिख सकते हो, ठीक है, कमेंट बॉक्स में. सो मेक श्योर people who understand in English type one in the comment box, and people who want me, अगर आप मुझे हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हो, type two. Remember, we are catering to a diversified community, all right? People are here from all walks of life. People are here from all different professional levels in their life, right? We have people who are new, people who are, who have substantial knowledge in trading and stock market, and some people are very well versed, right? So I just have to make sure that I can cater to all of you, right? I don't want to focus on a small set of people. It is my my duty over here to make sure that I want to cater to each and everyone and try to answer as many questions as possible, all right? So I hope you all are having a good time, and if you are still not having any questions or if you don't have any queries, all you can do in the comment box down is just say hi or hello. It keeps the interaction going, it makes you more eased out, right? It makes you feel more comfortable, because at the end, remember, I am no professor. Remember, like I had mentioned it to you in the previous webinars, I am more of a friend, I'm more of a mentor, a friendly mentor who wants to provide you with education, who wants to provide you with analysis, who wants to provide you with hot stocks, right? So I want to be like your brother, all right? Or your boyfriend, whatever you want to call me, or just a friend. So let's get back to where the markets have closed yesterday and how the markets are performing today. Remember, it is 11:24 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So the markets have already been open in the last 2 hours, and it is 9:55 Dubai Standard Time. So a lot of you people might be juggling work and looking at this live streaming sessions. So no problem. Just make sure you pay attention and try to grasp as much of knowledge, right? As much of information as possible. So let's quickly just have a quick glance on TradingView as to what the markets are doing right now, right? We try to follow a very structured format, right? We don't want to just randomly start from any article or randomly start from any stock. It is always important, since we are focusing right now to the Indian share market and to the individual Indian stocks, we need to start from the index itself to understand how is the economy functioning from a chart point of view. Then we will come and look at the next indices, right? The first we start with the Nifty 50, which comprises of the top 50, right? I hope I'm showing it right, 50 or 05. The top 50 companies in India, right? The top blue chip performing countries in India listed on the National Stock Exchange. And then we will come to the Sensex, right? Sensex are the top 30, all right? The top 30 companies, they too are blue chip companies, but listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange, right? Once we kind of get or are able to gauge a structure, a sentiment, right, of what people are currently having their opinions based on. Then we will come down to sectors, correct? There are many sectors in the Indian economy, right? We got telecommunications, we got shipbuilding, we got pharmaceuticals, we got manufacturing, we got real estate, and so on and so forth. There are many, many, many sectors. Then we come to the sectors to understand which sector is performing, overperforming today, which sector is underperforming, and then we come to the individual stocks in terms of can we figure out, is there an opportunity or is there an important nugget, a piece of information that would be important for to share it to you from my side. So quickly looking at trading view, the Nifty as today, the prices had opened approximately where prices had closed yesterday, right? So the prices which had closed yesterday on Monday has been around 24,778. Today's price had opened almost similarly to the same price level, but with a lot of bearish sentiment, and we will come to the reasons why there is a bearish sentiment this morning. All right, prices have already been bearish almost around 0.45%. Remember, as I had mentioned it to you in the last live seminar which we had yesterday, this entire week we have more than 425 companies coming out with their quarterly earnings, right? This is the second quarterly earnings. Currently the third quarter is running, but the financial statements, right, the earnings are going to be reported for the previous quarter, the second quarter. Now, based on those quarters, some of the companies are underperforming based on the speculated opinions of traders, of people, of institutions out there. So there has been more of a bearish pressure. All right. So as you can see, the Nifty is bearish and discussed several times in the last streaming sessions. Right now, it is still sitting at a place of support and it's holding. Yes, it is coming deep into it. It's kind of a ball. The ball keeps bouncing again and again, but every time the ball bounces, the bounce becomes shorter, right? It will never bounce exactly the same way it used to bounce before. But every bounce, it starts to diminish. It starts, the intensity reduces. All right, now this is what we were seeing for the Nifty. Now coming to the Sensex. The Sensex, like the big brother, remember the Nifty is the index listed on the National Stock Exchange, and the BSE, the Sensex, is listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. So the National Stock Exchange is on the bigger picture, and the Bombay Stock Exchange is like the small brother or the small sister, right? So typically they generally follow hand in hand. All right, they might have their differences. They are not twins. All right, let me repeat it again. The Sensex and the Nifty, they are not twins. They are brothers and sisters. They both have their own characteristics, but they're not identical, right? So similarly, as per the Nifty, when we look at the Sensex, the prices again reacting to the support zone with yesterday's price. Let me recap a small portion of what happened on Monday. When prices closed on Friday, the next day on Monday, all right, which is yesterday, I'm talking about 21st of October. As you can see, the prices had gapped up by 0.65%. You can clearly see it on my screen. So when prices had gapped up, when prices gap up, especially after the weekend, that suggests that there is, bullish sentiment in the market. But again, because of quarterly earnings, because of some of the companies whose quarterly earnings have been out in the public, and those results, those earnings, those numbers are not matching to what was expected by people, right? So based on the bearish sentiment, there has been bearish pressure, right? So the Monday gapped up in the morning when the market had opened, but it closed bearish, almost a 0.78 deficit, right? Negative 0.78%. And today's candle, as you can see, the prices has opened plus or minus on the same place, same area where the prices had closed on Monday. So in terms of volatility, right? There is not over sentiment of people or over anxiety in people. The price has opened exactly at the same price has opened at the same level where price had closed yesterday. All right. Now, prices have been, getting that bearish sentiment, but there have been some strong companies on the Bombay Stock Exchange who have been performing well, whose earnings have come out stronger than expected, right? Better than expected. So that's the reason where we are not finding exactly the same structure that we are looking on the Nifty, right? There is still some kind of bearish pressure, correct? Now, we will come into understanding what are the sectors showing. But before we get into that, I know a lot of people are like, okay, Harsh, we can understand what the markets are talking, are showing. We can do our due diligence. We are mainly here for the hot stocks. So, I mean, I get a lot of people are more towards, okay, I want to know what the hot stocks are doing, because what I'm kind of explaining to you right now, it's mainly to give you a summary of what has happened once the market has closed on Monday and what is happening right now once the market is up and running, correct? So I hope many of you are interested. I mean, Mr. Lee is always here for today's strategy, right? I mean, Mr. Lee, you have to make a small change in the way you say it's not strategy, it's a hot stock, right? Strategies are, maybe I have a different strategy, someone else will have a different strategy, but when it comes to a trading opportunity, right? The correct word is trading opportunity. So we use it. Okay, what is today's trading opportunity? All right. So I hope you all are ready. I hope. Okay. So just make sure that you are ready with your piece of pen paper. Don't worry. I'm going to mark. I'm going to make sure that everything is marked on the chart. All right. But any guesses? Come on. You guys are smart. I mean, think about it. Do you have any guesses in terms of which stock are we going to discuss today about? Remember, the stock that we're going to discuss today about is going to be mainly based on the thorough analysis done by our researchers, right? These are not any random trade ideas that we are providing you. We are giving it to you some of the best trading options, and that is, let me type it out. I mean, many people might be aware about it or not aware about it, but this is your opportunity to learn about it, correct? It is NAGP, all right? So, NAGP, let's go and look at NAGP. What is NAGP showing? NAGP currently, first let me give you the quick levels at which we are planning to enter, and then we can decide. We can read more about what the company is and what it has. Mr. Lee is asking, do you have a stock to recommend? And yes, Mr. Lee, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm giving you the hot stock for today, all right? Let me quickly mark. So we're planning to enter at around 125 area, all right? Prices are already being a little bullish, no problem, but we are close by, all right? So around 125 to 130, all right? 125, 130. So this is an area of interest, all right? Area of interest for entry. At the same time, we are looking for our first target. Mr. Lee is saying, do you have any stocks to recommend? Mr. Lee, that is exactly what I am doing. I hope you can see my screen. I do understand it starts, the live stream session lags. So I might be, I guess, a couple of minutes ahead, right? And you are typing, no problem, no problem, no problem at all. We are here, right? I mean, that when you're typing, so I'm aware about what is happening. So I can, let you know, and I can reciprocate to your queries. So we are looking at NAGP entering at around 125 to 130 area, with the first target being around 140 to 145, right? Let me put the values again. We got it 140, and the color changes to yellow. Oh, sorry, green. Target 1 is always going to be green in color, right? So 140 to 145. Our area of interest in terms of target 1. And our target 2 goes till 150. Remember, I mean, many people still get confused in terms of whether should we, hold our targets to let it run, but sometimes you tell us that we should close at 5%. Remember, it is very important to understand that we are giving you trade opportunities, right? Trade ideas, hot stocks. We are giving you the opportunity to make money and make money quickly. So when we tell you to close at 5%, remember the market never functions or never goes in a single direction. It will always have corrections, right? I have discussed it innumerable number of times, right? Prices never go up in one direction. The prices always, if they go up, they will correct themselves. So if you're making money and if prices start to correct, you kind of tend to give back whatever you have made. So the reason we tell people that it's better to take your first target or close majority of your positions at 5% is so that you can capitalize on the profits, and we give you trade ideas consistently, right? Minimum we have an estimate of around 2 to 4 hot stocks per week. So if you're hitting 5%, 5%, 5%, you're almost making 10 to 20% per week. Which platform, which company out there, gives you these kind of results, right? Anyways, with people having to give you first a clarity of where we are planning to enter and where we are planning to exit, let me just demarcate it, right? So 150 to 155 area is the area which we are looking for target to. All right. So quickly, I hope everyone can see the screen. The stock's name is Nagpur Power and Industries, right? Ticker symbol is NAGPI. All right. We are planning to enter at 125 to 130. Price is almost over there, correct? And with our first target at 140 to 145, and our second target at 150 to 155. Remember, when we are talking about position, we are advising you to go at a position size of 10 to 15. All right. The more aggressive you are on your position size, the more probability for you to make stronger profits, correct? But nonetheless, everyone can decide based on their appetite, their risk appetite. But we are suggesting that you look at a position size of 10 to 15%. I hope everyone is understanding. If any questions or any queries, please make sure you type down, all right, in the comment box. This is today's hot stock, right? NAGP, Nagpur Power and Industries Limited. Entry at 125, 130. Let me broaden it a little bit. For people who are looking at the screen, I hope everyone is looking at the screen. Please make sure you go and take a screenshot. I have explained it to you many times, but I will explain it to you again. I hope everyone can see this camera button, correct? Once you click on the camera button, you will get a drop down menu. In that drop down menu, you can go and copy the image or download the image, all right? And you can use it. You can send it to yourself on WhatsApp, on WeChat, on Telegram, whatever app you use, or you can download it to your computer, to your mobile device, to your iPad, to your tablet, and then you can refer it. Remember, entry for people who are still having a little doubt in terms of levels of entry, it's better. Let me write it down, right? So, yes, Sophia, we are very close to entry, right? So remember, the area we are giving you is 125 to 130. Let me type it completely so it's better for people to understand. Entry at 125 to 130. All right, it's an area. It can never be an exact line. All right, I hope you understand. It's always an area. Target one, right? Target one. This is our target one. First target goes to 140 to 145, right? And target two at 150 to 155. I hope everyone is understanding. If any doubts, if you have any queries, please, you can mention it down. Remember, analysis is fine. People are like, Harsh, we can also go on Google and understand. but many people still don't understand the terminologies. They don't understand the reason why the market is bullish or bearish. They need to still understand in terms of how to analyze, how to understand the sentiment of the market. Remember, the prices are always fluctuating, but when to enter, when to exit, based on what data. So it's very important to understand. But we basically, our main criteria for the first and the second live streaming sessions are mainly for you beautiful people to understand the potential of our strategy in terms of us providing you with hot stock, with trading opportunities. Remember, there are many people who are like, please open accounts with us. Many other companies, right? There are so many companies in Dubai. Dubai is like the hub for forex traders or for financial traders, right? Financial market traders. So when it comes to deciding which broker to do, there many people provide you with a brokerage firm which has low spreads, low commissions, low good liquidity, and segregated account fundings. But they do not provide you with the real nuggets, right? The real nuggets, what I'm talking about is in terms of trade ideas, trade strategies. How can you make money? For people who want to be a part of this beautiful community, we want to do our part for you beautiful people by providing you with the right set of hot stocks, right? Trades that you can capitalize on, that you can generate returns and substantial returns, right? So this is today's trade of the day. All right. I hope everyone has taken the screenshot, has or written down on their notebooks, whichever way is comfortable for you. Correct. Entry at, let me repeat it again, please. Entry at 125, 130. First target at 140, 145. Second target at 150, 155, with the position sizing being at around. Position sizing is the trade size at which you want to place for this particular trade. All right. So I hope everyone has taken a screenshot, right? If not, please do so. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Okay. I hope you all are lively, right? I mean, come on, every day, the sun rises and people are like, no, I need to go to work. I'm bored, I'm lazy, I don't like, I mean, when people, I used to be at somewhat similar, a couple of years back down the lane. But as and how, when I started to understand, like, I mean, it's not that bad, it's like if you're happy, if you feel good, if you smell good, and if you look good, everything around you works so well, right? So the mantra, all right, the crux or the treasure to understanding is just being happy and, enjoying life, right? Life is so beautiful. There are so many things to do. There are so many people to meet and so on and so forth. So I hope everyone has taken a screenshot. Please, it has to be more interactive. I want you to go and write in the comment box that yes, Harsh, we are understanding. Thank you for providing us with hot stock. We really want to understand the impact or the results, that are being generated. I had already discussed it a couple of days back. We are almost sitting at an 87%. Let me write it for people who are like having who are not able to understand or who don't really understand the impact of what we are trying to provide you. Many brokers out there only want to provide you with services, but we are trying to showcase our results over here. I hope you're able to understand. We are trying to showcase our results. It's very important to make sure that we do our part in helping you make money, right? We want to develop a trust. We are not here for the short term, we are here for the long term. We want to establish our name and dominate the markets, right? So we want to do that by making sure that we provide you with the right set of information, right? And not just the right set of information, but with the right set of tools, with the right set of trading strategies that can make you money. Sophia is writing, I just bought this stock. All right. So, all right, Sophia is in the trade. All right. I hope everyone is like Sophia, right? Make sure these trading opportunities are here for you to make money. All right. So, and we have a clear analysis of trades, which have been taken since last month. It's not one trade, it's not two trades, it's not three. We have more than 15 to 20 trades, right? It is for the long term. Long term in terms of we are not just taking one stock and trying to, double, triple our accounts. We are taking trades, frequently, if not every day, but frequently. Like I said, between two to four trades per week, and we are trying to generate 5% profitability per trade. So you are sitting on an average return of almost 10 to 20% per week. You tell me which financial instrument out there in the financial markets is giving such kind of returns. So think about it. You are sitting on a golden egg. All right, now this golden egg is huge and massive in terms of how much you can make money in the financial markets. Correct. The first two live streaming sessions, the first live streaming session which is happening right now, and the second which will happen somewhere around afternoon, as you would have seen in the timings, right, in the preview that I normally showcase at the start of the live streaming session. These two sessions are here mainly for you to understand and see how our trading strategies are working. And based on those trading strategies, we want you to understand that yes, we are not, we are providing you with authentic information. We are doing our best to make sure that you are getting the best trade setups possible and letting you know at the right time possible. So I hope Sophia is writing sit and wait for profits. Correct, Sophia? That's what we do in trading. We enter and we let the trades run. Correct? We are here to make money. Remember, Sophia has had a great profit week last week. Yeah, because we had discussed trades on black box, on Naparol, on IP rings, so on and so forth. So many things have happened, right? And we have closed trades at 5%. Sophia had made almost around 10%, right? 10 to 15% last week. I mean, she is having a ball, right? She's having a blast. She's enjoying her weekend. She's making money. She's attending these kind of live webinars. I want all of you to be like Sophia, right? Be interactive, be a part of this live streaming session, make money. We are providing you with trade opportunities to make money and become a part of our community. All right, so I hope everyone has taken a screenshot. All right, I hope everyone has taken a screenshot. Good, perfect. Now let's go and see what the markets are doing. Correct. It's like my profession, my job itself, it's more to do with how I talk, how I communicate. So please make sure every one of you are having their fluids on point, right? Make sure you have more water. I'm having green tea. All right, this is not beer, this is green tea. Who has beer in the morning, right? Beers are for evenings, but this is green tea. For people who do not like green tea, can have water. All right, but make sure you have a lot of water, lot of fluid intake. All right, Sophia is writing 126 bot. All right, Sophia, yes, we are in the market, right? So the entry area is given. Currently the market is in that area. You all need to enter the market at this area. We will delve into the reasons why, just a quick glance as to why such kind of trade. People are like, Harsh, you are giving us very beautiful and good ideas, but we want to understand why you are taking it and what is the reason behind it. So don't worry, we will delve into it later, maybe in the third session, where basically after or before focusing on the technical aspects of trading, we will even talk about it. But for people maybe who are too eager, to learn, like, okay, we want to know a little bit now, I will give you a small nugget, all right, a small piece of information which can help you in understanding. Remember, we use the charts, all right, for analysis. So as you can see clearly on the prices have been bullish, right? The prices have been correcting and now prices have been bullish. And the prices have started to correct themselves, all right? So as you can see, the prices have started to correct themselves and have been in a down phase, right? Down movement. Prices have been correcting, prices have been going up, prices have been correcting. This is the first time that prices have created what? From a high to a low to a higher high, right? And this has been a low. So very quick, just about what is the reason for price? Why are we planning to enter? Right? I guess a lot of you people are mid-level to advanced level in terms of trading and who have a considerable amount of information. So for all those people out there, this is what we are talking about. The reasons why we're planning to enter. So right now, as you can see, where the market has created a low, has created a high, a low low. So the prices have been going down. But now with the onset of the first higher high, prices have retraced back. So prices have entered into an area of interest where we are looking to enter somewhere, right? It's in the formation of, many people know this particular pattern is called as um, a shoulder, head, shoulder, or a breakout. Many people use different terminologies, they combine it together. But nonetheless, this is the area of interest where we people are looking for trades, right? So prices right now in that area, as you can see, and prices have been going down. So let me draw it by an arrow mark. So price created a low, high, lower low, higher high. So now prices have come back, and prices have come back to creating a left shoulder, a head, and maybe a right shoulder. So we expect prices to hold this current level, which is 125 to 130, as it was discussed in the trade hot stock. And from here, we expect prices to go up, right? So remember, these kind of hot stocks are given by our team of members, right? Highly experienced, right? They have decades of experience in analyzing the markets and giving you the trading opportunity. So make sure you jump on the trade, right? Don't miss this trading opportunity. Let's quickly look at what the Sensex and the Nifty are doing right now. So again, you can see the market is, this is real time data, all right, guys and girls, men and beautiful women. The prices have been bearish, right, with those quarterly earnings coming in and bearish sentiment, all right. So with Nifty, a lot of bearish sentiment coming out. With Sensex, the reason I talk a lot about Nifty and Sensex is to always understand from the bigger term picture, right? The bigger term picture requires us to be aware of what the economy is doing as a whole. How is the economy reacting? What is the bigger consensus? The bigger opinions of people, right? Banks, institutions, traders, individuals, governments. So there are private companies, public companies, and the list goes on and on. So it is so important for us to just understand the bigger picture. And then we come to the smaller pictures where we have, the sectors. Let us quickly look at how the sectors are performing. Let us go to, sorry for the ads, but that's how these companies, right? These big media companies, information providing companies, the way they make money is by selling ads. So they provide good information, but they have a lot of ads running. Sometimes it gets, very annoying, correct? Let's look at what the sector analysis are talking about, right? Remember, we had mentioned it to you in the recording, in the description of today's live webinars. The telecom sector and the the telecom sector and the plastic sector. I haven't talked much about the plastic sector, but the telecom sector. Remember, when this heading or the title had been posted, the market is fluctuating. At that time, the telecom sector was at 0.62. And look at the plastic sector. The plastic sector right now is sitting at 0.37. So remember yesterday, and even we were talking about it last week, I suppose, and the prices for the shipbuilding industry, right? The shipbuilding industry was doing phenomenal, almost 100% return on investment since the last year, 141% to be precise. And with current, we were talking about Mazgaon. Many people are aware about the company that I was talking about, Mazgaon, the shipbuilding company on the suburbs, on the outskirts of, or on the coastal areas of Mumbai, right? The place from where I am, correct? So Mazgaon shipbuilding, all right? So Mazgaon dock shipping. The reason prices have been falling heavily right now is because of the news event that the management, the upper management of this company is deciding to stock split. I mean, we can show you the article for this. And for many people who will be asking what is stock split, and stock split is basically when the company, once a price of a share gets very expensive, all right? Like, for example, the current price at which Mazgao is right now, it's at 4260. So, a company that was at one point in time in the 1000, 2000 level area, once the price keeps appreciating, they understand that, for a company to thrive, they want people to be more. They want more investors, they want to expand their portfolio, they want to expand their operations. But the reason many people might not be able to jump onto the bandwagon of buying the company share price stocks is because the price is expensive. So what the management or the company's top management decides is they decide to split the stock, right? So let's quickly first read what is the article all about. So shares of defense PSU Mazgaon dock shipbuilders are expected to be in focus today as the company has set September 19 as the record date for determining shareholder eligibility, right? And they were talking about dividends. So companies over here, remember, they play with stock splits where they split the value of the stock into an equal half. Every company has a different way in how they approach, but they want to reduce the number of the value of the share, and proportionally they increase the quantity of the shares, right? So for example, if this current stock was at 10 rupees, they might reduce for one stock 10 rupees for one stock. They might reduce the share price to 5 rupees, and that one stock becomes two stocks, right? So they reduce the value of the stock and they increase the quantity of the stock. If one stock was for 10 rupees, after the stock split, the price of the stock becomes 5 rupees. But for people who have already been holding, they will be at a loss, because then, like, we bought it at 10 for one, so why are you reducing the price? So in order to compensate, in order to balance out, they reduce the price but they increase the quantity. So one share for 10 rupees, so now they will make it two shares for 5 rupees, right? So no one loses. And since the price has fallen down, more people can jump onto the bandwagon, right? Bandwagon is basically the opportunity to buy it at a discounted price, correct? So it's a win-win scenario for the investors who have been holding their shares, and for the new investor, the new trader who wants to buy the share and go with the bull trend, right? So this article is mainly based upon what they were planning in terms of dividends and in terms of stock split. Now, when the sentiment is not able to digest in terms of, all right, the dividends are not coming out as per expected, or because of the stock split and the ratio. Remember, I've given you a very hypothetical scenario where if a price is at 10 rupees, right, and that the quantity is one share, and if they decide to reduce it to 5, so the quantity becomes 2. This is a very basic understanding, but in today's real world, nothing is basic. Everything is very complex. So it's not exactly directly proportional. They can play with the values, right? And based on the reports and based on the dividend, their decision to issue dividends, and the value of the stock split has not been as what people had expected. So that is the reason the prices for this company has been falling down by more than 8.7. My goodness, almost a 9% drawdown, right? A 9% deficit as of today. So, but nonetheless, from a technical point of view, and I had already mentioned it to you, like, It's an area, and we were also looking to go long at around this area. This is not a hot stock. This is the way I wanted to show people, to how we analyze, how a technical trader analyzes the market and tries to connect as many dots as possible to find the best trading opportunity. Let me make it very clear: this is not a hot stock. This is an analysis for me to explain to you, beautiful people, so that with me you can also learn, correct? This is an area of interest where people are looking. This entire area of interest. As you can see, the circle mark, this entire area, right? Because it's creating a low, lower high, lower low, higher high. So this area of interest is where we would want to prefer to be. Look, you can use this as an example to understand, how the market trades. Maybe by next week you can see how the prices have entered and how it should turn bullish, correct? Now, come on, guys. I mean, I guess none of you are sleeping. I hope you are learning. I hope I'm keeping it as interactive, as lively, as energetic as possible, right? There is a saying that if you have a strong and a positive aura is the energy that surrounds you. It trickles down, it spreads to other people. So I'm doing my part in making sure that people are I'm able to trickle my aura into people like you, right? So that even if you were feeling lazy, if you were feeling, disheartened or unhappy today, I've come here, right? When remember what I say always: when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear, right? When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. So make sure I'm trying to keep it as happy, as lively, you know. So it's very important. Trading and work and life will carry on, but how you treat today, determines how your tomorrow will be. Correct? So I hope everyone has taken the screenshot of the trade idea that we had given out, right? Let me give it for people who have recently joined or for people who have slept, all right? So we have NACP. Make sure the trade idea is running. The trade is currently running. Remember, 125 to 130 was the area which was given out to you, beautiful people, as entry with target 145, 140 to 145, and target 2 at 150 to 155, right? If you have taken the trade or if you are deciding to jump on and take the trade, make sure you write down in the comment box. Remember, we have our assistant also, right? Our assistant makes sure to keep track of what is happening and will always notify you, will always message you when certain decisions are to be taken, whether you have to close the trade at 5% or whatever market scenarios, or if you're getting stuck, or if you're not understanding how, if you're having any technical difficulty, we have our assistants and you can get to them. All right. So let's quickly look at what else we are here to discuss. Let us look at we were talking about the sectors, right? So how the sectors are performing. Once you understand how the index is performing, we come and look at how the sectors are performing. As I had mentioned, a sector, an economy has various sectors: shipbuilding, aeronautical, aerospace, civil, real estate, pharmaceutical, military, defense, government, financial institute. I mean, the list goes on and on. All right. So, coming and looking at a broad view of what the sectors have been doing as of today. Remember, we are looking at moneycontrol.com. I hope everyone can see it, right? So, moneycontrol.com. And one second, we are using moneycontrol.com. All right, so moneycontrol.com, and we go on to sector analysis. What currently, as of now, remember, we are looking at the daily movement of daily change in price. So we have the plastic products and the telecom, which have been performing well, right? Companies such as Bharati Airtel, which is also mentioned in the title of our today's live streaming session, is up. Let's have a look as to what it has to say. So Bharati Airtel, as you can see, let me just type it out: BHARATPP or Airtel. Let me type Airtel. Remember, sometimes the ticker symbols, they kind of get confusing. So like even for Airtel, if you look at my screen, one second, how? I hope everyone can see my screen. Good? Alright. So as you can see my screen, once you type Airtel, because we are looking at Bharati Airtel PP, alright? So even in the options that are given to you, we have a stock listed on NSE, the stock listed on BSE, the futures for people who trade futures, and so on and so forth. So let's just look at Bharati Airtel on the NSE. The prices have been escalating quite heavily. Let me put the watermark for people who might be like, Harsh, which stock it is? It is Bharati Airtel. I hope everyone can see over here. Bharati Airtel, alright? And the ticker symbol is BHARTI ARTL, Bharati Airtel, right? Combined together becomes a ticker symbol. It is a telecommunications service provider. I hope you all are aware of Airtel. I mean, before the onset of Reliance, all right? I mean, I hope all of you are aware of Reliance, right? Who doesn't know Reliance? Mr. Mukesh Ambani, the owner, the chairman of this big, massive conglomerate, all right? Conglomerate is a company which has, so many branches, so many different companies under it. And Mr. Mukesh Ambani is one of the most wealthiest people living on planet Earth, right? His building in Mumbai, right? Since I'm from Mumbai, I can talk more about it. He has his villa, right? The Antila. It's more than $1 billion, right? The construction of this house is more than $1 billion. More, it's the most expensive building ever made in the history of mankind, correct? So before he came up with Geo, right? With him, his company, and his family members, when they decided to, endure or start into a journey of getting into the telecommunication sector, we had Airtel. Bharti Airtel at that time was the most prominent telecommunication service provider, right? Now with the onset of Geo, and there's been a lot of competition, but nonetheless, competition is good, right? Competition is good because it helps in thriving the economy. You have more options. People have more options to decide which service is better. When there is competition, the companies have to work. There is pressure that is put onto the company because they need to excel. They need to make sure the services are on point. Their customer relationship is on point, right? So this improves the market economy, right? So as you can see on the daily time frame for Bharati Airtel, the stock has been rallying, right? Almost like going back to its inception. Its inception goes back all the way to, look at the dinosaur, right? On TradingView, whenever you see a dinosaur, it means that the data is way too old. We do not have too much of data. So almost sharing at the price of 23, going back to the year of 2002, 2003. Look at the way the prices are right now, skyrocketing to a level of insanity, right? Look at the value at which it is. So with these kind of stocks performing and with their quarterly earnings coming positive, right? Better than what was expected, better than what consumers had speculated, Bharti Airtel has been one of those prominent companies which has helped in lifting, the telecom sector. Remember, if companies in a sector are performing good, the sector rises. And if many companies of that sector are performing good, then the index rises, right? It's like what, how do you call it as? One nucleus, one molecule, one atom, one molecule, one cell, one tissue, one body, and so on. So you get the point, right? From a very small picture to a very big picture, right? So the company performs well, the sector appreciate. The sector in which that company is appreciate. If many sectors are appreciating, the index also appreciates, rises in value. The more the value rises of the economy, the more the value of the index rises, the better the economy functions, right? That's how people gauge, whether gauge as in people understand, people measure whether the sector is doing well, whether the sector is doing bad, whether the economy is doing well, whether the economy is doing bad, right? I hope you all are understanding. I don't want to make it too complicated. I'm trying to keep it as simple as practical, right? When I'm using when I'm using illustrations, when I'm using examples, I'm trying to make sure that I'm using examples that people can understand, people can resonate to, right? So this company has been one of those which has helped in, and the results were better than what were expected. So the prices are heavily in a bullish movement, but right now price is at 1699. Any trading opportunities on this? No, we don't have any trading opportunities on it. Let's look at what the plastic sector is showing. The plastic sector was at a higher level, correct? Because the Telecom, when the market had opened, the Telecom was around 0.6% appreciate, bullish, positive. Right now, it's around 0.6. Always remember, the markets keep fluctuating; they can never be stagnant. So the values will also keep changing. Now we have plastic products. Let's quickly look at what the plastic products are showing. Oops, sorry, for some reason there is an internal server error. No problem. We will look at something else then. I hope people are able to understand. Remember, it is very important for me to keep making sure that the first two live trading sessions are mainly I will talk. Don't worry, people will hear me talking. People will hear me communicating. I will be here to interact with beautiful people, right? With all you beautiful people, but mainly to get more on a serious note, we want to utilize this time, we want to utilize the first two live streaming sessions, the one that happens in the morning and the one that happens in the afternoon. We want to showcase you the potential of our hot stocks. We want to showcase you the potential of our trading strategies, right? So please make sure that you take trades, you make money with us. You understand that we are here for the long term. We want to build a bond that can last for a long time, right? Many companies many people open companies. They attract a lot of attention, but then because they don't stick to what they say, there's a very common saying. Do what you say, right? Not what you think. So what people do is like people say something else, but they do something different, correct? So we here at Dolphin Markets are trying to, build that trust with all you beautiful people to understand that we are providing you trading opportunities, trading ideas, hot stocks, correct? Which provide you with the opportunity to make money, right? And for people who are still harsh, that all is good. But could you show us an Excel, or could you show us a sheet in where you have, data that we can, connect to? So let me quickly show. And this, don't worry, guys. This will be discussed in the third live streaming session, which will be more about, explaining the technical strategy. We are going to talk to you about the track record. It's very, very, very important, right? To understand, because when people are like Harsh, you talked about one stock before. Maybe I remember you had told about one stock yesterday. We don't do all that. We have to maintain a sheet. The sheet is for our understanding to, and for your understanding, to understand the potential of what our trading strategy, our hot stocks are all about. Going back all the way to 18th of September, right? 18th of September, almost a month back. Today is 22nd October. We are talking of 18. So a span of 1 month, all right? We have stocks, which comprises of almost to around 25, all right? You have 25 stocks, all right? I hope you can see my mouse over here. Yes, correct. So it's mentioned 25 stocks. And with each and every stock, right? Like the last couple of stocks running, we had Naprol, which was closed at 5%. We had Black Box, all these trades are relevant, just happening last week, right? So it is not something that has been, just picked out randomly. This has been studied thoroughly, analyzed thoroughly by a team of experienced researchers, right? We want to make sure that we provide you with the best trading opportunities so that you can capitalize on us and generate trust. Remember, today's world, especially when it comes to businesses, it's more about how you generate trust. People have money, people have funds, but people, what they don't have is trust, because many companies open and shut down. People invest in companies, the company tanks, the company closes, and then people are skeptical, people are angry, people are uh, nervous, people are scared, like, okay, I have money but I don't know what to do, I don't know which company is good or bad. So then that is where we people, especially when it comes to financial trading, we want to utilize the first two live streaming sessions, right? Every day, remember, let me repeat it, every day we have a live streaming sessions from Monday to Friday. Every day from Monday to Friday, I personally, right, me, Harsh, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. I personally take three live streaming sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one after the market closes, right? The Indian share market closes. So the first two live streaming sessions are here for you beautiful people to understand the potential of our trading strategy to make money. If you are making money, you would definitely would want us to be as your service provider, as your broker, correct? So looking at this current Excel sheet, I hope it is clear in terms of how the market is looking. And for people who cannot see, I hope everyone can see, right? If it is getting covered, let me just insert and shift the columns, right? Insert a column to the left. Let me insert one more. Let me insert one more. It's because of my video, which is coming at the bottom. I hope you can see my video at the corner. So I will shift the columns to the left so everyone can see what I'm talking about. All right. I hope people can see my screen right now. Yeah. All right. Perfect. So this is the current screen that we are looking at, and we have 25 stocks, all right, 25 stocks, and with a rate of return. I hope everyone can see the profit rate, correct? These are individual stocks, whether listed on the NSE or BSE, it's irrelevant. I mean, every Indian stock broker service provider provides you with trading anything on the Indian share market, right? So I hope that is not an issue for you. Remember, please, we are going long, right? We are taking long positions. So we are not looking at trading options or futures where we are taking shots. We are only going with the flow, right? We are buying stocks. These are the take values. These are the entries at which the values have been put. And look at the profit target, right? Now, if I zoom on to the profit target, not zoom, once I'll accumulate all the values of the profit target, we are looking, I hope everyone can see my mouse, we are looking at a percentage of 92. I mean, last week, all right, mid of last week, somewhere around Wednesday, last week Wednesday, we were sitting at 87. Today we are sitting at 92. 92, right? It is a very, very, very significant number, almost close to doubling your investment, initial investment, your principal value, a value of 92%. Let me just type it on TradingView. It's very important, and it has to be paid attention to. 92% profitability in the last 1 month. All right, when I'm talking about last month, I'm talking all the way from September 2024 to October as of now. All right, very, very important, right? With the values shown, with the percentages shown, I mean, there is no way that people can play with these values. Again, I'm trying to stress on this. People think, no, it is not possible, or people think it is impossible to make money in the financial markets. Everyone comes into the financial markets to lose money. That is not the case. We are providing you, remember, 92% profitability. That is not a joke, guys and girls, men and beautiful women. It is very important for you to understand the The power of the financial markets, 92% profitability in the last 1 month. All right, not at all a small value at all. Let me show you quickly again the Excel sheet. It's very important for me to make sure that you understand that we are on the same page with 25 stocks. Remember, some trades are running, some trades are not running, but when we accumulate in terms of how much we have made in the last 1 month, we are looking at 92% profitability. There is no one out there who can showcase you such results. Remember, all the trades have been given prior to price coming into the entry area. So for people who have paid attention to the live streaming session, I hope you all are awake, correct? I hope none of you are sleeping. Please make sure you're awake and be attentive. When we provide you with live trading opportunities, we are trying to do our part to help you make money and to generate trust and use us as a service provider. We want to build a very strong goodwill in the business, in the financial trading sector, and we are trying to do our best. All right, so I hope everyone is aware of this. If people for some reason are asking whether they want to have a copy of this Excel sheet in terms of we want to understand, Harsh, it is so it's very good, it is very nice, but we want the Excel sheet. Don't worry, you can ask the assistant and he will help you out. All right. Or for people who don't want to waste time, or people who want to be like, no, I want to just have it now, you can take a screenshot. All right, it is for your reference. Again, let me just make sure and reiterate, re-emphasize that a percentage of 92, all right, is not a small gameplay. It is a big deal. It is a very big and massive deal. So I hope it gives you that confidence. It shows you that people can make money. For a person who has invested 10,000 would be sitting on an additional 9,200. For people who had invested around or who had put in a capital of 100,000 would be sitting at 92,000. Uh, for someone who had almost allocated 1 million would be sitting at 920 million. Look at the numbers. Imagine what you can do with these facts and figures, right? All trades have been given, where to enter, what time the entry was given, what price is done, how much of money has been made. Everything has been discussed to you, right? So I hope this has given you a good amount of information, and it should be. Many people would be like, mind blown, because it is possible, right? This is a reality check of what the financial markets are capable of, provided you connect with the right set of people. It's very important. If you're not connecting with the right set of people, you can never understand, or you might always come across people who are utilizing you or not giving you the right set of information. We here at Dolphin Markets are trying to do our best to provide you with the right set of authentic information in terms of trading opportunities, and information in terms of education, which happens in the third live streaming session. So I hope you all have had a great learning. Remember, whenever a trading opportunity arises, we do our best to provide it to you at the earliest. All right, so sometimes I'm sorry, and you people have to be sure, all you beautiful people have to be sure to come on time, not to miss out on any opportunity. There might be people who, like, I might enter maybe once and then I will see whenever I want to. It doesn't work out like that. Every time we provide you with a trading opportunity, it is important that you be attentive and take a screenshot, or make sure you write it on a piece of paper, whatever is convenient to you, right? So please make sure that you keep attending, keep being a part of this live streaming session. It's important. More important than me, it's important to you, because who is going to make more money, right? It's going to be you. So please make sure to be a part of it. Keep it interactive. Any questions you have, any queries you have. Sophia is writing admire. Oh wow, thank you so much, Sophia. He is asking amazing profit rate. Of course it is amazing, right? We are looking at a 92% profitability in the last 1 month. It is like what? Like insane, right? Insane amount of profitability. So, and we are, we also make sure that we are managing our risk. We are only going at 5%. 10%. We are not going with entire value of our capital. So we also focus or emphasize a lot on risk management. We are giving you trading opportunities. We are not telling you to gamble. All right, people, please make sure and don't take it the other way around. We are here to trade. Trade is based on proper risk management and proper analysis and proper fundamentals. We do not like, okay, I go all in. This is not Texas flush. Okay, we're not playing Texas poker over here. There is no flush. There is no show, right? Please don't gamble, all right? Make sure you risk properly and follow our steps, all right? Because if you don't follow our steps and if a mistake happens, then please don't come back running to me, all right? So I hope everyone had a good understanding of what is happening today. A quick gist of what has been happening in terms of Nifty, in terms of Sensex. The prices had been are currently having a bearish sentiment with a focus on the companies that are coming out with the quarterly earnings and with a lot of skepticism, with a lot sorry, with a lot of companies that are not performing as well as their speculative numbers had or those opinions, the speculations of what people were expecting. We have a bearish sentiment of especially for today. So Nifty having a bearish sentiment with prices moving almost around 0.5%, right, deficit negative. As well as for Sensex, we are looking at a similar picture where prices have been again having bearish momentum for today based on the company's quarterly earnings being let out in the public, and with the value with the companies coming out with their earnings, but at the same time the earnings not being as per what was expected. All right, what was expected and what is currently happening, it's not matching. So that is the reason we have a lot of pressure of bearishness, right? At the same time, we did talk clearly about NACP, right? The stock trading idea for today, NACP, Nagpur Power and Industries, right? Please make sure for anyone who is a late comer and who has joined late, you still have the opportunity to take a screenshot, right? I want to make sure that I am able to support each and every one of you, right? I'm going to be your big I'm going to be your mentor, right? I don't want to get into calling big brother, big sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, but you get the point. I'm going to be here to make sure that everyone is able to utilize this information, utilize the opportunities that we are providing to you, right? So I hope everyone has taken the screenshot. If not, please do so now. I'm giving you 5 seconds, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we were even talking about sector analysis, right? How the sector performs, how the economy is segregated into different sectors, and how these sectors have various companies in those, correct? So when a company performs well, the sector appreciates in value. If the sector if a number of sectors appreciate in value, the index appreciates. If the index appreciates, then the economy is thriving, the economy is functioning, right? So I hope I've given you a good amount of information. I've given you today's hot stock. Please don't forget to take this hot stock. All right, we are here to make money, right? Money, money, money. So until next time, I will be here for the second live streaming in the afternoon. I'm aware that all of you have taken down the timings of my live streaming sessions. This is me, Harsh. Remember, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. All right. So until the next live streaming sessions, I hope you have a great day. I hope a great day is going on for you, for your family members, for your loved ones, and everyone around you. And hope to see you in the second live streaming session. All right. Until then, take care.